car.
Can I just start by saying that I prefer this style over a Tesla? Like, at least one positive thing from this video, that at least this looks better than a Tesla. Maybe not the Roadster, but it looks better than an average Tesla. Let's start by reviewing this piece by piece, brick by brick. It sounds fancy when it starts. It doesn't look too bad. I mean, it's definitely no old school Charger. The taillights are the same, roughly. That's the weirdest part. Okay, it actually sounds like a muscle car. They hit it on the head with that one. This is the part I don't know. It's just the tires squealing. That's all it is. There's nothing else going on. It's like Dodge is almost saying, "Don't do donuts."
car.
Yeah. Well, that was it. You know, it just doesn't make sense that they would actually go with something like this. But at the end of the day, you got to remember so much going on in the political space, so much happening when it comes to this whole climate change thing. It's like automakers really need to make some tough decisions when it comes to what cars they need to stop producing, what cars to flip over on their heads and make them into electric vehicles, and at the end of the day, what companies to dismantle because they're just not going to survive the next generation of cars. And this is Dodge's way of saying, hey, we want the Charger to at least survive, but we don't want to give up what was once there. You know, I mean, I understand where they're coming from, but I was about to say I understand where Tim Kaniskas is coming from, but at the end of the day, he kind of isn't there anymore. I think he understands that there's a sinking ship in Stellantis, especially since they're not selling as much as they used to. I mean, we remember 2020 when the Dodge dealerships, they were just like, the demand was there for the Mopars and everybody wanted to get their hands on one. Pop culture was all over them. And then post-COVID hits, those markups are still there, but those dealerships are flooded with cars. I mean, any Mopar you can think of, especially Chargers. And don't even get me started about the theft. Anyway, do we completely hate it? Please let me know, because I'm not one to hate on something right off the bat. You guys remember when the S550 came out, everybody really didn't like the new refreshed look? I mean, I can't blame them. The 2014 looked beautiful. But nevertheless, people eventually grew to it. They grew to like it, they grew to appreciate it, and there was so much modability and customization with it. It was great, but with a car like this, it's just really hard to, from the perspective of a car guy, from a car enthusiast, that fake exhaust on a muscle car, a Mopar, it just doesn't seem real to me, especially not 5 years ago when they were just destroying Ford and Chevy at their own game. I mean, there was this one time when they even outsold the Mustang, which is something that just doesn't happen. The Charger and the Challenger were the pinnacle of this muscle car era of the 21st century. I mean, there's no arguing that. I mean, sure, you can say that the pony cars, the Mustang and the Camaro, they had a leg up in certain areas, especially when it came to cornering. But at the end of the day, the Charger and the Challenger, they really haven't changed. I mean, just look at the difference between the first generation and this latest model. I mean, it just doesn't... Yeah, no, I really need y'all to let me know what y'all think about this, because personally, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't like it. I don't know. It just doesn't seem like it's being honest with you. Your own car doesn't seem like it wants to tell you the truth. It's like, okay, yeah, I'm not really what you think I am. You didn't buy me for what I truly was. I don't know. It's a Tesla box on wheels. I don't know how to explain it. I know this was a big thing because of this whole thing, like carbon points or whatever the government was instituting on manufacturers. It was like you have to have so many points bought up in order to keep making internal combustion engines, in order to outweigh your carbon footprint or whatever. I don't know. But I really don't know why Dodge was in such a hurry to really produce this car, considering Ford and Chevy are still going at it pretty strongly with their V8 lineup, especially Ford, who, let's just be honest, won the muscle car game. I mean, the Mustang is still alive, and everybody else, the competition's gone. This is coming from a Camaro guy, so I'm not just saying it to say it. It's very unfortunate what's happening, but I guess it was inevitable in the first place. I'm sure there's going to be some people who are going to love this thing. I mean, they're going to be like, oh my god, this thing's awesome. It's electric and it's a muscle car. And I can't believe I put those two words together. But, it's like, we live in a weird world, man. That's all I really have for you guys today. I mean, let me know in the comments what you all really think about this car, because I'm kind of sad to see where Dodge is going, and I don't think they're going to be around in the next couple of years if they keep acting the way they do, especially their dealerships. But yeah, like and subscribe. If you guys like this type of content, let me know, and I'll catch you all in the next video. Peace.